So I'm going to show you how to use gestures on your Galaxy Watch 8 or 8 Classic. Now I have the 8 Classic here, but this should apply to the 8 as well. Now, before you can use gestures, it's important to know and set how they work. Okay, so you want to go into settings. So swipe down and tap on the settings icon. And from the main settings page, you can scroll down to buttons and gestures, tap on that, and then scroll down to the gestures section, starting from here. So you have different gestures. You have double pinch. So double pinch is basically while you're wearing your watch, pinching or just pinching between your index finger and your thumb like that. So a double pinch like that should trigger, that gesture should trigger something. Then you have shake. Shake is basically while wearing your watch, shaking your wrist like this. That should trigger something. And then also you have the knock knock. So with your hand or wrist horizontal like this, you can just do the knocking downwards. Okay, so the knock action like this, but facing down. Okay, so those are the three gestures. Now, how they work depends on how you set them up on your watch. So for instance, first of all, they have to be enabled. So I'm going to enable double pinch, shake, and knock knock. Okay, so once you enable them, you can also customize what they do. So the double pinch, from the watch face, it opens the now bar and goes to the next notification. In the music and media controller, it does play and pause. So this is what double pinch. Okay, and then when you have alarm alert, a double pinch will dismiss an alarm. When you're in the calendar, when you have a calendar alert, it's going to dismiss the calendar. And when you have reminder alerts, it's basically a dismissing gesture. If you're in music and media, that's play and pause. And then from the watch face, that's open the now bar. So let's test those. So it says from the watch face, that shows the now bar. So let's try that. So from the watch face, let's do a double pinch. And it does show the now bar and the notifications and goes to the next notification. So let's go back to where we were and have a look at what happens in the music and media controller. So let's play some music. I'm gonna go to the music player. Gonna allow that, and then let's try and play that one. So as it's playing, let's double pinch. You can see that pauses the music, and when I double pinch again, that plays the music. So that's basically how these gestures work. So I'm gonna take off the watch so I can show you the customization for the other gestures. I'm gonna pause that and then open, go back to the settings. So let's go back and look at the shake. So what does shake do? So shake, it basically rotate your wrists like that, dismiss alerts such as alarms, timers, incoming calls. So you can use the shake gesture to do all that stuff. All right. You can even use it to discard entered text while typing. So let's try that one. So let's type some text. So as you can see, we've entered some text. So let me do the wrist check. So like that. And it's going to ask me, do I want to discard entered text? And then I can tap on the check mark, and then it's going to discard that text. So that's the shake gesture. So we have knock knock. So by default, the knock knock is set to open my exercises. So let's try that one. But of course, you can customize it to do exactly what you want. So let's have a look at that. I have the watch back on my wrist, and from the home page, let's do the knock knock gesture. And you can see it does open my exercises. So that is basically how to use gestures on your Galaxy Watch 8 or Watch 8 Classic, right? So like I said, you can customize these gestures to do exactly what you want them to do. So for instance, the knock knock, you can have it open your stopwatch, your torch, any app. In fact, if you go into this, you can have it open any app that you want. Okay, so that's it. That's basically how to use gestures. And if you don't want to use them, you can always go ahead and turn them off. Okay, so from the same setting page, if you go back and back, you can turn off a specific gesture off, or you can turn all of them off. All right. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments or questions, you can talk to us down in the comment section. Good luck.